Mixing our white. Hello, hello. We are totally out of white paint, so we're mixing it really quick.
Hello, everyone. How you doing, Kay? Joshua's here. El Spicy, Kendra, Deanna, April, Allie. Allie's been waiting all day for this.
I was on the phone with Nate all day.
Imagine that, Allie. Hello, Monica from Arkansas. Hi, Beth. How you doing? Lisa P is here. Laura's here. Sherry, Tanisha, Pam. The gang's all here. Suki says, hey, guys, I'm so glad to be able to talk to you.
So remember, if you have questions, put them in caps so we don't miss them. We'll do our best to get them all answered for you.
Hola, Ruth from Chile. Ruth wants to know what you've been cooking up with Nate.
Nate and I are finalizing his trip here. We have talked about him doing an auction while he's here to raise the additional money that he needs to pay off his trip. So if you guys would like to donate tonight, is Nate here? Nate can put his link into his GoFundMe.
Suki says, you got me started painting and I'm having such a good time. You just give me such good ideas. Well, that's great.
Good. All right, I need some silicone.
Yep, Nate's here.
Nate's here.
Monica's here. I saw people after people joining. Sorry, I didn't acknowledge everyone.
Is Jennifer here?
I have not seen Jennifer yet. What are you looking for?
Silicone. So I can put some in there for you. Okay. See, we got a big box here from Jennifer that we're going to open.
Diane says she got a painting from Nate today, and she said it's fabulous.
Good. Nate's a great artist. I can't wait to play with him. Found out today that he's 2 days older than my middle son, so the two of them will probably be picking on me while he's here. Okay. So we got this big box in our fan mail on Saturday.
Let's see if
can I have a cutter? I already cleared it with Jen if we could open it on the live. So if you guys send me a box, I probably will ask you if it's okay if we open it on the live.
Janet says, I would love to buy your bottle bottoms if you sell them. I cannot get one to work for me, and it's never straight.
Who?
Janet Van Scoit. Hope I pronounced that right.
Send me an email, Janet. ChristinaWelchArt@yahoo.com. Christina and Alan, me first. I want to open this. It's like Christmas. I'm scared though.
You wouldn't be scared. It's like painting.
It's just like painting.
Yeah.
You know, I only have one canvas prepped. It's Nate's fault.
You're going to just keep it to yourself, or you're going to...
So she's been watching my videos, and a while back that I mentioned something, or rather things that I would love to have. So as a token of her appreciation for all my information, inspiration, and motivation, she decided to fill my wish. Oh, God, there's no card here. I'm just kidding. I haven't forgotten you, Alan. There are a couple things for you as well. Hopefully, you don't already have anything similar. I'm still working on a custom set of gadgets for you. It's just taking a bit longer than anticipated. So that's all for now. Keep up the good work and happy pouring from Jen LaFond. Thank you so much, Jen.
Yes, thank you, Jen.
Now I'm afraid to look. Here you go. Bubble wrap. I always have bubble wrap for auction paintings. Thank you. We got some skewers. We go through these like hotcakes, don't we? Oh, and look, more erasers. We were just talking about that the other day that we needed to go get more and we didn't have a chance. Thank you so much, Jen. This is Alan's box. Here you go, honey. More cardboard to burn.
Recycle.
Well, recycle. Same thing. Ah. Unlike Nate, I've left you a pull tab. Oh. She's silly. That was nice.
Allie says, I got a surprise box today too. A Funko Pop Deadpool Bob Ross.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, Jennifer. Nate, look. You are so jelly right now. I know you are. These are all the color shift paints. Every single color. Oh my goodness. Jennifer, you're going to make me cry. Every time I try to order these, I can't get them because they're always sold out.
Okay.
Nate's crying.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. That is way, way, way more than expected. Thank you so much, honey. Oh, I can't wait to mix these tomorrow. Nate. She is the bomb.
Can I put them back in the box?
Sure, you can put them back in the box for me. Well, actually, go open your box. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I'll take care of these. Oh. Nate, you need a tissue? I have a box of Kleenex for you. Do you want me to send it to you? That is the best gift ever.
I don't know.
Why'd you get something better? Oh, look at all the gadgets.
I don't know.
Oh, that looks fun.
Gadget magic. Just think what we can do with these little utensils. Well, thank you very much, Jennifer.
Bye, Josh. Let me see that juicer. Oh my
You
goodness,
leave
that
my
looks
juicer.
like fun. You want to try one of these tonight?
Yeah, if Jennifer joins, maybe.
Yeah, we'll wait and see if Jen shows up. I wish she was here.
Okay, last week's paintings.
Oh, last week's paintings. You grab those while I grab the one here.
Where
Yeah, this down there. Then that yellow one. We only did 3 last week, didn't we?
4.
I don't remember doing 4.
You did 2 and I did 2.
Oh. Else paintings. Oops, and he's dropping things because the Studio is still a mess.
We're almost there, guys.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Almost.
Give me that one. She's so good to us.
So that's one that you did.
Yeah.
One of the gadget paintings that I used, Gadget Magic.
I did a flip and drag on black, I believe it was.
Here was the second one with the strainer puller.
You can show them up close. No, actually,
Monica loves that one with the yellow.
we did 5 last week.
Somebody said something about being in Raleigh.
Ooh.
Who? Oh, Bonsai Kathy says she hopes to meet. Well, we're actually...
We are definitely going to be at Jerry's that weekend for Art of the Carolinas. I have some news coming up. I can't say anything as of yet, but it's very exciting and it's an amazing opportunity. I kind of leaked it to Nate, but we're excited. So you'll be seeing a lot of different videos from me coming up soon. I love this, Ellen. I actually love that. So this was the one I did that was a request for mint and teal and white.
Tracy Smith wants... She said, so sweet of Jen. What were those paints?
They're Folk Art Color Shift paints. So you get 2 different colors, whatever way you turn your painting.
Lady Jen wants to know, are you guys going to Vegas for the Stone Coat Convention?
We haven't been approached about that yet. Not sure. We have a lot of travel plans for next year. I need to talk to Mike about that.
Both of us have our 30th.
40th high school reunion. I'll take 30th, Alan. So this was one that I did. This is going to be a gift, and this one's going to get resined. You want to take these, please? I didn't notice that. Look at those little cells right here. Let's see if I can get them focused.
Little dribbles.
They're little baby cells in a trail. They're cute.
That's twins right there.
Alan's split amoeba. He did have a lot of paint on there, but it dried nice. And then this was one that I was inspired by Allie for her hat challenge. So I wanted to try it, and it did a lot of dendrites on the ends. Let's see if you can see them. That's kind of neat. Okay. So I've got about 20 questions this week already. Well, last week, I should say, about how to clean paintings. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to clean a painting for you. And then at the end of the pouring, we are going to put a resin coat on it. So y'all can see the process of using the Stone Coat Art Coat. So for right now, though, I want to get it cleaned. And it only takes a few seconds, a few minutes. So it won't be like all night. And then we'll get to pouring. All right.
We really need to get resin over here.
I had a black painting setting out here. Did you take it?
A what?
Oh, never mind. It was right in front of me. So remember when I poured this and I said, boy, that's dark, but it'll be beautiful when we resin it. So that's the one we're going to play with. I can see a lot of silicone through here. So I want to show you how to clean that off.
Kim Rhodey says her 50th is next year.
My mother had her 70th last year.
Okay, Tanya's got a good question. Oh, well, we've got a couple questions. Monica Smith wants to know, which episode is the one outlined in yellow?
That was last Monday's live. So if you go back to last Monday, you'll see us do that one. It was the last video of the night.
And Tanya wants to know, how long did you have to practice before you felt your paintings were good enough to sell?
Well, I sold them right out of the gate, but I felt that they were ready to be on the market at about 3 months maybe, where I thought they were, to me, they were perfect. It all depends what you're using for products. If you're starting out with good products, I started out with craft paint and didn't have very good results.
But that was part of the learning.
That was part of the learning, yeah. That's why I teach you guys what I have learned along the way. First thing, guys, if you're going to be using baby powder, this has cornstarch in it, but doesn't hurt to put a little mask on to keep the baby powder from being inhaled. And you just want to put it on your painting lightly because you're going to let this sit. And we're going to let this sit until we come back. And the last project of the night.
Okay, we're getting a heartbeat on the camera too.
That's from the baby powder. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more on there because I want to rub this off and I'll put another coat on. But the more you rub, you'll start to feel the cornstarch getting grainy like this. Balling up and getting grainy. And that is your silicone. Always make sure you get your sides. And then go ahead and get your last coat on there and let it sit. I like to let mine sit for a few days, but since we're doing this tonight, I'm just going to let it sit till later.
I bet I know what canvas you're going to be using.
The only one that's prepped. Well, you can show them that too, Alan.
Show them what?
How to prep a canvas for all of our new people.
I don't want them to hear all the banging and.
Like that. All right. You can save that. Well, no. All right. So we have a 14 by 14, and guess what? I got a new bottle bottom. I think it was Lee from Lee's Homes. Did one for, it's Lee. This is a hint bottle. I found this at Harris Teeter. Apparently Target carries them. When you're cutting your bottle bottoms, let's see if we can get it. Do you see that line right there? Cut right above it and then go in and trim so you're exactly the same height all the way around. Or you can cut it right on that line. That way you know they're level. So this will give me 8 petals. I know you guys are probably sick of bottle bottom pours to see how it stretches. I wish I had enough gray paint left. I'd do another gray one. But instead, I'm going to try black. And I'm going to let you guys choose some colors. Can you open that? My hands are all baby powder. Baby powder made me cough.
Jennifer just arrived.
Jen, you missed us opening the box and I'm almost crying over here.
She had to finish a phone call.
Aw.
Thank you so much, Jen.
You have no idea, honey, how much that means to me. It's making Nate cry. So Nate and I are both crying for different reasons.
She said she saw it. She just couldn't chat.
Oh, okay.
Jennifer's in the house. She says you're very welcome.
I'm so excited to mix those up now. You know what that means? I'm going to have to get more bottles down. And those aren't the little bottles either. Those are the bigger ones. All right, so I got a black background. Are they saying any colors yet?
Looking for suggestions for colors, guys and gals.
I'd like to try something different. You know, like when I did the gray with the yellow flower, that definitely was something different.
Okay, here's some colors coming in now. Purple, teal, turquoise, copper, purple, orange, red. Purple's gold, pink and purple. Nate saying color shift.
Nate, I don't have time to mix those because of you. No, I'm just kidding.
Tanya says red like a poppy.
Red's going to get lost in the black unless we start with like gold to separate it from the black.
Magenta, teal. Monica says she's getting the disco screen, probably from the black now.
I'm not getting it because it's not pulsating
No, it's
here.
not. Okay, Ellen says, silicone is not my friend. I've tried everything and still get the pitting and uneven dips. I use Stone Coat and I love it. So I'm now using alcohol and I like the small cells it produces.
Cool.
We got all kinds of colors, blue, white, pink.
I'm kind of liking the purple idea, but I can use the Folk Art blue color flash so you guys can see how it pulls purple.
Got a copper and teal look, working sunnier.
Copper and teal would be pretty with white.
Okay, we got a second from Jennifer for teal, turquoise, and copper.
You want to do that?
Yeah. Everybody's saying they're getting the disco screen. So not pulsating, just crazy screen.
See, it looks fine here. Let me get one layer of color on. Let me start with the...
Okay, I just saw it going in and out that time.
So what was the turquoise what? Copper, turquoise.
Teal, turquoise, and copper.
All right, so let's get the teal on first. That should hopefully stop the screen. And then I'm going to separate everyone with white because that will give us a little bit, not a lot of white though, just to separate the colors. Let's go copper.
Alyssa wants to know, have you ever done a dirty pour on the bottle bottom?
Yes, I have. We have several videos on those. Turquoise was next, you said?
Teal, turquoise, and copper.
Is it still pulsating, guys?
No, I'm getting a couple people saying the screen is fine now.
Okay. Do we want a lighter color turquoise or do we want... Oh.
Laura said do different purples with gold and yellow.
We're into the teal already. That's too dark. I gotta go lighter. How about whispering turquoise? That's a little lighter.
Monica Smith wants to know, does using the torch help the paint?
It pops the air bubbles.
Catherine Poole says, use in-your-face bright turquoise.
Well, I can always add another turquoise. We don't have to add just one.
That autofocus is kind of wonky, Kay. We have that problem when we're trying to give you close up.
Metallics is awful when we use all metallic.
Kitty's here. Welcome, Kitty.
Okay, let me get a white in between that. We'll go copper.
Okay, Broken's got another question. I see you taking the lids off your bottles. How do you get them back on?
They're just erasers.
I can't even get my lids back on once it's off and paint is in.
See?
Yep, we're getting disco screen again.
Can you see it too, hon?
I've seen it go in and out. Okay, Monica's saying go a little lighter.
Lighter colors. It's going to stretch out light because I have a lot of white in there.
Bridget says she thinks we use erasers, and she says correct her if we're wrong. No, you
Yeah.
are correct.
You are correct. We use these eraser caps. And Jennifer just sent us 80 more. We're going to be good for a while.
Okay, Kay says there's also a tinny sound.
That I can't fix. We are in our porage, which is also known as our garage. And now that we're getting things put away, we probably have a little bit of an echo.
Jody Baker says, how about something darker? And Tracy wants to know what causes the wonky screen.
We have a webcam. It's on autofocus. We downloaded the software and we tried to adjust everything, but then we ended up with a blue night. Everything was blue. And that didn't work.
Bridget, I have one thing to say to you. The only dumb question is the question not asked. So don't feel sorry about asking a question. That's what we're here for.
I'm going to finish with copper. Are you working on a canvas, Alan?
I was, but I'm also trying to get caught.
That's okay. I'll do it. I'll do it for you. I'll show them how we prep our canvases.
Adam says the screen's been fine for him the whole time. Bridget Steiner says she needs 300 bottles of paint. Actually, Bridget, you don't need 300.
We have a
103 today.
103 today, but we normally have about 107.
I thought it was 109.
I don't know, but we're still waiting for Alan to pick that challenge where he has to sing through now. So now
What?
he can sing a song. The teal topaz is starting to dendrite, which is kind of cool. I really love that copper. Let me get this off of here. So this was the hint bottle, H-I-N-T. Maybe a big Walmart might have it, but Target will have it. Harris Teeter had it.
I think it's a new flavored water.
Yeah.
No sugars.
Do you have one out here, honey?
I do.
We'll show you the bottle.
Pretty sad that what we look at is the bottle of the bottom and not what's actually in
The bottom of the bottle? The bottle, you said the bottom of the bottle of the bottom. This is the bottom. And this is the hint. Don't have sugar in them, they're just flavored water. And it is not carbonated, right, Ralph? It's not carbonated.
No, it is not.
So I want to pull.
flavored
a
water.
little bit of white in there too.
No artificial flavors.
I'm really loving these little cells I'm getting in the middle here. If you can get that taped, honey, I will pound your tacks in for you. Because I know you hate doing that. So the tree that fell out back has now been cleaned up. That happened today.
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah. There's still a piece up there that they did not take down. So we're getting a new fence next week, and I'm scared to death that it's going to fall on the new fence. Let me get a little quick torch here. Now, if you're doing a bottle bottom, you can't leave all that paint there. It's just too thick. It will crack on you. So you do have to stretch it out just a little bit. So you want to make sure all your paint is kind of together before you start to stretch. So you won't get all wonky. And wonky is a word in acrylic pouring.
It is?
Yes. See how my copper things are getting a little wonky? But when I bring them back, I always hope that they always go back together. So we're just stretching this out very slowly. You don't want to do this too fast because you'll lose your center. Okay, and I'm going to come this way. Keep your paint in the middle of the canvas, so when you're heading it down into a corner, it all rushes at one time together. And watch your edges. As soon as you see that paint get close, pull back. Look how pretty that is lacing out on the edges. There is silicone in all the paints, yes.
Except for the base.
There is no silicone in the black base. Okay, so I'm going to let this come over just a little bit.
Shirley, I'm not going to try to say that 5 times fast.
Say what 5 times fast?
I can't even say it 1 time slow.
What?
A wicky wonky, honky tonky, linky lanky, stinky stanky donkey.
That's that book that grandma reads on Facebook. Did you see the new one about the bum?
Bridget says she needs to learn how to do a swipe. It's in this week's challenge for a group she's in.
Well, I'm trying to get Alan to do one tonight.
Shirley says she needs a new bum. Hello, Mylene. Glad you could join us.
Okay. Should I leave it off center, guys? Because I like that right there.
Catherine says that lacing is gorgeous.
I know, I don't want to lose it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to
leave it.
Just going to move that center down just a smidge.
Jennifer says perfect. Now everybody's saying off center.
Yep. When I get done with this one, I'll show you how the yellow one dried. It's beautiful. And it's already sold. And one of our viewers bought it.
Nate saying frost that one.
Nate's going to be frostbitten when he comes here. We told him it was 32 this morning. He's like, 32! He's going to dress like an Eskimo. Unseasonably cold for us. Especially when we get 70-degree days in December, huh, babe?
Yep. Carrie says it's beautiful. She has to go time to give the dogs their treats and put them to bed. We can always come back, Carrie.
Thanks for coming.
Yep. Thank you for joining us. Kay says the edges look like a lacy handkerchief.
And they're metallic, which isn't even a double plus there. Let me bring it up and show you.
Or it says put dots of yellow in the center.
I don't do anything with the centers until the painting's dry because they have a tendency to sink or get all wonky. So there's our pretty bottle bottom. I love that copper in the middle. Okay, I'm going to move that one. I should have labeled this pour tonight pajama party. Ellen and I both have pajamas on.
Jody says it came out beautiful, but she's not crazy about bottle bottoms.
You know, everybody has their thing. Like, I don't like swipes, but I do them if I'm challenged to do them. It's not something that I intentionally do. I'm trying to stay away from the bottle bottoms because they are getting kind of stale. Everybody's doing them. I just love my dirty pours and my flip and drags. But it's something new for other people. We have a lot of new people coming into acrylic pouring, and it's good to show them what they can do with the bottom of a soda bottle.
Or any drink bottle.
Or any drink bottle, yeah.
Or any other type of gadget.
Gadget. Alan's gadget man.
Catherine Poole says, welcome to Alabama, where you wake up and put on a jacket, change into a light sweater before lunch, change into shorts by 1 p.m. and long johns by bedtime.
Yep.
Rinse and repeat.
That's kind of how it is in my hometown. Get all 4 seasons in one day. Do you want to clean this up and I'll pound them in for you? This will have to be soaked.
Question here. Broken Senior is asking for, she says can't do a string pull for the life of me.
Maybe your paint's too thin or too thick. You want to watch your consistency. Your base paint should be much thinner, and you don't want to leave it heavy on the canvas.
And Maria's got a question. How can I fix a painting after a resin it turned full of spots because I couldn't get rid of the silicone?
Sand it down with 220 sandpaper and then clean it really well with alcohol and go ahead and put a second coat on. It is possible to save a resin piece.
And let's see. Bridget said she did her first chain pull yesterday on her live. Bridget, how'd it come out?
Have you decided what you're going to do, Ellen?
I have not.
Oh my goodness. He's coming in blind, guys.
I'm like the blind man who came in and picked up his hammer and saw.
Let's
Always picking up after you, I tell you.
I know, and I don't have enough white base to do a fucking track tonight either. But I can do a dirty pour. All right, so I have my. I'll watch it in a minute.
Oh, Board's here. Says you can't wait to get her yellow flower in the gray
I'm
cloud.
gonna show it now so you can see it dry. If I can remember where I put it. Where did I put it?
Laura says I should try the white gadget Jennifer sent.
That's like that thing over there.
Stephanie Brown's got to go. She says her internet connection is lousy. Well, have a good night, Stephanie. Thank you for joining us. So,
You got your clean pen in.
nope. Shania wants to know, do you use the 220 sandpaper also for the varnish?
No, I don't varnish between coats or sand between coats of varnish. I just go the opposite way with my brush so you don't get brush strokes.
Catherine wants to know, do you guys do any 3D pouring like on a base or paint?
We have done a base
Planter.
on one of our lives. All right, so here it is dry. The that yellow gold that I made is just beautiful in here. And it's so hard to get the glare off. But that is the painting dry.
Corinne wants to know, what kind of pads do you use on the train and where do you get them?
These are adult underpads. I get these at Walgreens, but I also have them in my Amazon shop. And then order them directly from Amazon. Any of the supplies that we use, the torch, this is a washing machine tray. The bottles, everything that we use is in our Amazon shop. Just click on the link below and you can go right into my shop to see what's available to purchase.
Okay, and April says, is it possible to still have silicone left on your painting after you've cleaned off?
Well, that's,
Nothing shiny showing, or nothing
Right.
shiny showing.
you don't want to see anything shiny. You got to clean it with alcohol to get the residual off. It's right behind you. Yeah, that was totally out of my comfort zone, but I was amazed how pretty that came out. So I'm going to start pushing myself to paint with colors that I don't normally put together. I mean, I've done it in the past with dirty pours where I'll pick colors and I'm like, oh, you guys are probably thinking this is going to look horrible. And it comes out so pretty. So don't be afraid to mix up colors that don't go together.
I'm going to save the white strainer that Jennifer sent for later because I think we're going to need a larger canvas. Right now I have a 14 by 14 canvas, or is that 12 by 12?
Yeah, Liz, I would start over too. Your base paint was probably too thick, honey. So try to thin it down a little bit more. It should be like melted ice cream. And then, of course, on your yarn paint, which you want thicker, should be like warm pudding.
I think I'm going to wait on this one too.
Well, then you need to
Because
decide what you're
I
going
want-
to do because they're waiting, honey.
I know. Somebody was asking for a flip or a swipe.
Yeah, they're all wanting you to do a swipe.
Have I done a swipe?
No,
I don't think I have. I did a reverse.
you did a reverse swipe. Yeah.
Okay, guys, so I'm sorry, Shelly. I know you're being patient. So what I'm looking for is some suggestions for colors for a swipe.
Now remember, was that a 12? Does the acetate sheet fit over a 12? It's behind you. If not, you're gonna have to do it.
It does this way. Not quite.
Oh, you can always grab the edges.
Get out my swipey hands.
Yellow, fire and ice. We just did a fire and ice. Want to show them mine? Still kind of wet. Be careful. That was one of our hat challenges that we did on Friday night. So mine uploaded on Saturday. So Alan will show you a fire and ice swipe. Too close, Alan. That's my fire and ice swipe. Orange, green, gold, swipe black. Applesauce. Hey, babe, what are you making?
What we got going here? Orange, sienna, tan, and cranberry. Top black.
Go with your gut.
Halloween colors.
We're doing
colors.
a Halloween show next Monday, guys.
Yes.
We got some toys to play with.
Gadgets.
Gadgets. Well, not even gadgets.
No, they're gadgets.
There's something different to pour paint out of. So
Okay.
make sure you join us next Monday night, too.
This one doesn't look like that's been used in a while.
What's that?
Grumbacher's Prussian Blue.
So what color are you planning on swiping with? White or black?
Black. I need something
So you
lighter.
don't want dark colors.
Lighter. Teaching moment.
Teaching moment. That's my husband, Applesauce. His name is Alan.
Soho Rose Madder. I'm going with Blick Deep Violet. Lucas Rose.
Alan is a great guy.
Lucas Caramel.
He started pouring with us a few months ago.
She exaggerates too.
Exaggerating what? You being a nice guy?
Craft Smart. Sea Mist Pearl. Kinda. Yeah. I agree, Catherine.
What, you're kind of a nice guy?
No, she says we kind of like him.
Oh. You girls love him. Don't you? You don't like him being on the show, let me know. I'll kick him.
Yep. She'll kick me to the curb.
Swipe. You'll be swipe denied.
I need one more color. One more color. Looks kind of pastel-y, doesn't it?
Is that gold or is that ochre?
That is Lucas Caramel.
Oh, with pink and green.
Yes. Okay.
I know we need Gadget Man because I don't want to be the gadget pourer. We'll let him be that.
I have no problem being a gadget pourer. Where's my leaf blower?
How about like a dark blue?
Well, I had a dark blue and you said you shouldn't do darks.
Like indigo, dark. Cause you're swiping with black.
Yes.
What about like that
About peacock.
pewter or something? I'm not picking. Nate's saying navy.
Navy. Army. Marines. So let's go with Grumbacher's cerulean blue. Need something to balance out this
That's
light
wonderful,
pink.
Betty. I'm so happy that they turned out great for you.
Okay, I'm going with Soho magenta too.
You have any metallics in there?
No metallics.
Why not?
Because I don't want the screen to go woo woo woo.
Jennifer said something metallic.
Wow. Okay, Jennifer.
Just for her, because she's special tonight, right?
A metallic.
I would pick something like sapphire blue or something because you've got too many pinks now. Are you doing lines and then swipe down, or
Another swipe.
another reverse swipe?
Yeah.
You'd have to do a flip cup then. Do you guys want him to swipe it, or do you want him to do a reverse swipe? Didn't you already do a reverse swipe in those colors?
I don't think so. Not in these colors. Lisa, thank you for joining us. Swipe, reverse swipe. 6-1, half dozen the other. What's the difference? That's a good
Swipe.
question.
Well, there's a little bit of a difference because you're looking for a marble effect with a reverse swipe. They don't want to swipe, Alan. Regular swipe. A lot of them are saying either one. Anytime, Alan. We're going to have that
I
code for quite a
know.
while, and you can keep using that code over and over again until they tell me different. I'm actually priming MDF boards this week. We're going to start doing at least one resin painting per week. I finally got the boards cut. It's just been awful trying to get things done around here. We just have so many roadblocks and trees down.
Fences going up.
Yeah, so
Porage is getting organized. And
so a reverse swipe is pulling the paint over top of a flip cup. That's what we labeled it, as a reverse swipe. That's kind of our thing, but a lot of people may call it a paint bomb.
okay, so I'm going to put my colors down first.
Thank you, Nate.
And try and choose my order here. Okay.
So what are you doing? Are
I'm
you
gonna
doing
do
a
a
flip
swipe.
cup, or you're doing a swipe? Okay. Hey, Kath.
But I do think I am going to do a flip cup too.
Yeah, it's Stone Coat Art Coat. You can use that code on any of their products. If you just want to order the base tints or the metallic powders, anything, it'll give you $30 off an $80 order. And I need to call them tomorrow because I want to get some of those new metallic powders they have. The iridescent is absolutely gorgeous. They call it diamond dust, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. Check out their website and check out their YouTube channel. They did one countertop with just that diamond dust iridescent. It was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, Jen, I have about 100 coasters that I need to get done. I have a lot of resin work to do this week.
So if you're free, come join us.
Nate will be here the second week in November. We have the Art in the Carolinas show coming up, so I thought it would be more appropriate for him to come that weekend, and we're going to meet up with Bonsai Kathy at Jerry's Artorama. We're going to check out the demos and the workshops that they have available, and it's going to be fun. Laura, I'm working on it. It's got one coat on.
For those you didn't catch the colors, Folk Art Sapphire Metallic for Jennifer. Craft Smart Sea Mist Pearl. Soho's Rose Madder.
Nate's the one turtle a day guy.
Lucas Rose.
Slowest turtle.
Nate, I'm going to give you a run for your money.
No, he's talking about making the turtles. For
Blick Deep Violet. No, I'm talking about pouring.
Oh. I cannot wait to see what you two come up with.
Soho Magenta.
We are going to be doing a ton of filming while Nate is here. And Nate and I are going to go do our little bit of sightseeing on Thursday and Friday night, but we'll be filming Friday morning. And then Saturday after we get home from Jerry's, we'll probably be all night filming. So, and then we have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to paint, and we're going to come up with lots of cool stuff.
I just gave it a little
Well,
spin.
Carol, if we're going to be filming, you're pretty much going to be a fly on the wall because we are not going to shut that camera off when we're making stuff. So, yeah, Laura, we're going to do a ton of videos with Nate, and we're going to be doing lives that'll be on both of our channels at the same time so that his viewers don't miss out. And then he'll do a live on his channel to get some new subscribers.
Poke it.
We just have to get that GoFundMe a little bit higher for him to be able to have a little spending money when he comes out, maybe, and
buy his return ticket.
buy his return ticket. We're keeping him here.
I'll get some.
Remember, you have to go around that, Alan. Around the paint so you can swipe it over. He is not using silicone in the black, no. But silicone is on all of our paints already mixed in. Oh, I'm so sorry, Carol.
Okay.
Which way are you swiping? Because you shouldn't have done a flip cup. That's a reverse swipe.
Well, then I guess I'm going to have to
See what happens
reverse
when
it.
I let him do it by himself? Actually, come here.
I'm painting supervised right now, so.
I wasn't watching you. I'm answering questions.
So.
Can you imagine him leaving 90-degree weather and coming here into 30-degree weather? He would freeze to death.
Okay. I'm going to do a reverse. Reverse.
You're going to do a reverse? Okay. Yeah, he kind of got confused, guys, and I wasn't watching him. Unsupervised. I left him alone.
All right, where's the swipey tool?
Up there. Behind the yellow ones. Our Yorkie is 16 and he's on his way out too, I think. It's so hard to make that decision, but I don't want to either. Okay, so he's going to pull that paint over, which we call a reverse swipe. Disco ball, Laura said. Anybody else having issues? Don't be afraid to pull it, Ellen. There you go. Keep pulling it towards the middle. Yeah, Alan's a little sneaky. I went in the house to get away from him and come out here, and he was pouring paint, and
To get away from.
they're all getting disco balls. So
Sorry, guys and gals.
you're not getting much black on that, are you? Too much paint.
No.
Don't stir it in too much.
Yeah. Move it around a little.
You're going to pour a lot of that paint off, babe.
What you're gonna find out.
I know. What's up with that? Every painting Alan does, it's always something kind of cool. So
I don't know about. I think a lot of it has to do with the color choices.
let some of that run off a little bit. There you go. You want to get rid of some of that paint because otherwise you're going to have a puddle in the middle.
I'm always notorious for puddles in the middle.
Monica, I think he does. I think he steals my good paint mojo.
It was a tough night, guys. What can I say? Last night, we got, what, about 2.5 hours sleep. Just couldn't get motivated to do work.
He stays up on Sunday nights to do his planning for the week. So he starts at like 9:30 at night and doesn't get done till about 3:30.
Or 10:30 if Walking Dead's on.
And he does it every Sunday night. So it's just part of his schedule. That's pretty cool, Elle. It's part of the job. He can't plan until Sunday night because they're still running production on Saturday. So
And we have orders going in. We had orders that went in yesterday, and
yeah. Oh, don't worry, Monica. When he gets a chance to sleep, he does.
Sunday morning.
Sundays, yeah.
Overslept. Thank goodness somebody.
I think when he torches that, Monica, that the color will come up through that black, so it won't be quite so noticeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a no-choice job for sure. But he knew that when he took that position. And I knew that as well.
Let's see, one edge I missed. And then we will torch
Absolutely, Nate. Alan has his own section in my Etsy shop. If you guys want to check it out, that link's below. I think you have, what, 3 paintings in there?
3, yeah.
He's got a lot more going in. We just need to get them resined and varnished. And
Yeah, that's my next
I'm going to teach him how to clean paintings.
teaching session.
Well, Nate, not 4 yet because this isn't varnished yet. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of emails lately, people wanting to purchase paintings before we even get them cured. So that's a good thing.
Give you a close up. This was a happy accident. Let's just say that. Because it wasn't what I was intending.
When you are working with skins, it's best to use a gel medium to stick them on and gel medium over the top to seal them in. Gel medium's kind of like a glue. And skins are sticky anyway, so they may work quite well with the gel medium. Hey, Tiger.
Okay, let's give you a little better close up. There's some great cells in this.
Towards the bottles. There you go.
And it's still a little because I'm trying to keep
See,
the glare
not,
off.
It's not pure black corner now. Show them the cells that came up through there.
Which kind of funkadelic.
And that's going to develop more as it settles. He'll have a lot more cells coming up through that black.
I'm seeing a few dips from where the silicone is causing the cells. Those will clean up once it's dry. But off to the pouring or drying rack.
Did you clean your bottom?
I did.
Night, Shirley. Hope you feel better.
Good night, Shirley. Thank you for joining us. Time to clean up my mess.
I know. I was going to give you a bucket of soapy water tonight. Wasn't
You
I?
said that.
I'm sorry.
But whose fault was that?
Yours.
Nate.
Nate's fault. Nate kept me on the phone way too long today. I had to call him and tell him what was going on. Should I let it out?
You can. It's up to you.
Why don't you tell him?
No, you tell him. You're the one that made the call, so.
Okay, I'll tell him when I set up. Yeah, exactly, Nate. We were on the phone almost 5 hours. Let's just say that. Nate's telling me no. No, don't tell him, Nate. Okay, not yet.
No, that's not fair.
He said not yet. Catherine, if I was pregnant, we would be in big trouble.
Yeah, we'd all be in big trouble.
All right, I'll wait, Nate.
Is there any skins you want from this?
Let me peek. Oh, we'll keep you all in suspense. Oh yeah, I want a couple of those.
Do you want skins or do you want
I don't want tiles. No, I'm gonna pull skins. So go ahead and conversate with our guests this evening.
Well, now you've got me excited and I want to tell them.
Oh, see, Nate, now he wants to spill the beans.
But it's not my beans to spill, so. Marilyn's like, yes, tell us. I hate to wait. Be quiet, Nate. Glad you could join us, Bright Blue Eyes. You're never too late. You missed last week's paintings. You missed
How I clean paintings.
cleaning paintings, a gift box that Jennifer LaFon sent us. had some wonderful gifts that she sent us. Y'all know why when it's time. Okay.
Just don't call me and tell me, Nate, because I can't talk to you for 5 more hours today.
Jody wants to know, when will you be teaching cleaning and resin? I need to watch that.
I'm gonna actually, the first bid today was put baby powder on a painting, and after I do this next dirty pour, we are going to resin that painting. So you'll see the final cleaning and how to put the resin on.
Jennifer's saying, Spill, no fair teasing like that.
I like to tease them though.
Kay says a paint company is going to sponsor you. Not really.
Not a paint company per se, and not a sponsoring per se.
Okay, and then there's a couple other questions. Shelley Anderson wants to know, is that gloss photo paper?
Yeah, well, you can use gloss or satin because I don't peel it off. So when I'm making jewelry, I just use a puncher and I punch it out.
Mary Gleanup says, well, Christina won't share. I will. She just found out she's going to be a grandma for the first time.
No, I've got 3 grandkids.
Congratulations, Mary.
I'm not having any more grandkids that I know of.
Megan wants to know, are you guys going to use one of those that Jennifer sent tonight? We're going to have to prep a big canvas if we do. And Melissa wants to know, when you do these for skins, do you peel it off the card?
No, I cut it out with a puncher. I need to get something to put those on.
Lady Jensen, surprise, Nate's getting married. Oh, we got disco buffering again.
I gotta find a piece of card.
Laura wants to know the due date for the time to spill.
I don't think I'll be able to hold it in until Nate gets here. That's for sure. I don't know if that's what he's waiting for till he gets here.
Catherine says, just tell us already. Y'all are mean. Hobby Lobby. No.
No.
Michaels?
No.
We wish.
I wish. Yeah. Well, no, I don't wish.
No, we don't wish. I mean, it would be nice, but we're not.
Nate, I'm gonna have to tell them.
You're gonna have to tell them. Yeah, Monica says Christina drops a spoiler alert and then doesn't tell us.
What's Nate saying? I have to see what Nate says. Okay, I'll tell you.
You got it.
All right. So this afternoon when Alan came home for lunch, I got into a little discussion with him about calling the marketing director for Jerry's Artorama. So he said, go ahead, send him the email because I had been given the email. So I sent him an email. He called me right away and they're going to send me products of my choosing to do videos for them once a week at no cost to me. And I will be featured on their website as a spotlight artist, Instagram, their Facebook. So guys, you know what that means? Our channel is going to grow. I know, I'm so excited I could cry, but it was a simple little email that I did not expect that at all, but he was checking out my YouTube channel. And thanks to you guys for subscribing, because if I didn't have the 45,000 subscribers that I have, I'm not sure they would have done that for me. But they know how much paint I buy from them, and they know how many birch boards I buy and how many canvases I buy. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. So right now they do not have an affiliate program, but they do have people that they spotlight and send products to, and they chose to do that with me. And when they start their affiliate program, I'm already a shoo-in. So thank you so much for ordering from Jerry's. We're going to have links to products. I'm going to talk to him about maybe getting discounts for my viewers. I haven't gotten that far yet, but that's kind of why I was kind of holding back yet till I signed that affiliate program. So, but now you guys kind of know.
Yeah.
You heard it here. This is probably the only time I'm going to talk about it until I start doing the reviews.
And it's finalized.
Yeah, and it's finalized. But because you guys are so supportive, I just kind of had to share that with you tonight.
Yes. And we have a lot of people that are regulars that are here, and we just wanted to say thank you again. We are going to, and there's no guarantees, but we're going to try to push for discounts if we can.
Yep. And also, I talked to him today about starting to carry Floetrol and treadmill silicone so that when you guys want to go shop with the links of the products that I feature, you'll be able to buy all your supplies there instead of shopping at 4 or 5 different places.
And Jerry's does have a sale coming up too.
And yeah, the big sale, I'm really hoping it's online too, is that weekend that Nate's going to be here, and that's the 9th through the 11th. So keep an eye on jerrysartorama.com. If you order $35 worth of stuff, you get free shipping. So they say it's the lowest prices of the year. So that means that Soho paint is going to be like $6 for 500 mils, and normally it's $32. So I will keep you posted though, and I will let you know. I'm going to be showing products that are on sale every week and really working for them, because I swear that Soho and Lucas and Creative Inspirations, they are the best paints that I've used, and I've been using them since day one.
Kim Rody wants to know, does Jerry's have a real store?
They do.
I shop online.
Yeah, they do have real stores. Not all over the place, though. That's the whole thing.
One of the things too. Well, I'm gonna be quiet. This is your.
What, Alan? What? Tell me, Alan.
Now, one of the things that we've always been striving to do is to get more people involved in teaching and teaching new techniques, and so the starter kit is one of the things that Tina actually suggested.
Yeah. I'm trying to work with them about building a starter kit like for under $100. So people coming into this can get everything in one box and be ready to paint. So, and also guys, we're getting so close to that 50,000. I'm thinking probably next weekend, the video will come out of me showing the prizes. You will pick which prize you want to win. You will email me that number. That's how we're going to do it this year. I have some phenomenal prizes. 2 that Ellen and I built kits, and 1 that was donated, and we'll probably have some coasters and maybe a painting and maybe a piece of jewelry. So we're going to have some great gifts for the 50,000. The sponsor giveaway is November 1st. You still have time to donate through the PayPal link below or through Super Chat. Of course, you got to remember YouTube takes 30% of what you donate. So if you want to just skip that and go to the PayPal link below and donate through there, that's fine. And I did discuss with Ellen, for every $2 that is donated, you get a chance to win. So everybody that donated 10 or 20 bucks, we're going to make sure you get those entries in there to make it fair for everybody.
Yeah. Tell Jerry's we could use a nice craft art supply store in my area. Closest ones are 30 to 45 minutes away. That's Mary Ellen.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to do a dirty pour now that I got that.
Thank you for your donation through PayPal.
Yes. Thank you so much. So
and we won't forget of our little fan club, ladies and gentlemen.
This is our fan club, and we know who's here every week, and we know through Facebook who we talk to all the time, and we love all of you.
Trina's joining.
Hey, Trina. Trina missed the announcement, so
That'll teach you for being late, Trina.
I think I'm gonna do 4 cups so I can control the colors a little more.
Kathy said she donated through PayPal tonight too.
Thank you.
Kathy.
All right. So I'm not
Jess is
sure
joining us. Hello,
of
Jess.
a color scheme that I want to do. So if you guys want to throw some colors out there, and I'm gonna just pick a few.
Trina had to walk the cats.
Oh. So we have green, orange,
Of course.
triad,
Oh, we don't even want to talk about mine.
blue,
Triad.
No, YouTube, when you donate through Super Chat, I don't know if it's Google that takes it or if YouTube takes it, but it's a 30% commission they get. So absolutely, Shelly. And I will let you guys know when that date happens.
In a couple days in advance.
Yeah, a few days in advance. He's already sent me a list of products for me to choose from, so I will get on that tomorrow.
Maria says she has to go. Good night. Good night, Maria.
Good night, guys.
Golds, greens,
Yeah.
crimson.
All right, so
No Jerry's in Louisiana either. Yes, but you have good response from their buying online at Jerry's, right?
I've never had a problem with Jerry's ever. Their packing is phenomenal. Their customer service is fantastic. The sales, and then if you shop a lot with them, they start sending you like a $10 certificate to use towards your next purchase. Not a lot, but once in a while. But those sales they run, you cannot beat the prices on that paint.
Shelly Anderson wants to know your favorite colors from Jerry's.
That would be Lucas Krill Studio Paints and Soho Urban Artist. And on the Lucas, my favorite paint on Lucas is the turquoise, which is not where I normally keep it.
Jess says, I want to donate, but I can't because I'm poor. Jess, that's not a problem. Not a problem. Glad you're just here attending and watching us and supporting us this way.
Alan, what'd you do with the turquoise? Oh, here it is. I love this turquoise color from Lucas. And I love their terracotta.
Diane says, and it's great paint, isn't it?
It is beautiful paint. These are very highly pigmented. So the more you break them down, Floetrol, they still keep their color. And I don't get cracking, guys.
And we're getting the heartbeat. See, there it goes.
I see it.
Trina, TJ's doing good. Hopefully he is asleep now.
He had a rough night last night. He was very mucusy last night, so he didn't sleep well. I'm going to put 2 shades of green in here.
Laura says, online it says Hobby Lobby in town is carrying Jerry's Artorama. Interesting. Board wants to know, are you going to be using terracotta?
I can.
She said that's her favorite color.
All right, I can throw that in there.
And Meg wants to know, what airbrush do you use?
It's called a Master Airbrush. I have it in my Amazon shop. That was the other thing I talked to them about. It's just a small little compressor. Turn it on and off right here. And they're $49.96. And you do get everything you need to paint with.
And
yeah, we've sold about 100 of those on Amazon. For Amazon. put some of this iridescent Prussian blue in there just to give it a little contrast.
Laura wants to know what brand is like Color Shifts paint.
That's folk art. But I just love adding metallics in with paintings. It just makes them pop. I need another green. Where's that earth green? There it is.
That's not hooker green, right?
No, the hooker green's up there. Hooker is green. And then on the Soho, there's so many that I love, but Payne's Gray is probably my favorite. I put a little Naples yellow. We're going to mix up quite a few colors in this one.
Now, what are you doing?
I'm just doing a dirty pour, 4 cups.
Okay.
And I definitely got to have some orange in there for Trina. In case she's spoiled like that. And I probably need a gold, a copper, and a Van Dyke brown. See all these colors, guys? Don't be afraid to use color.
When is too many colors?
There's never too many colors. If you layer them correctly, you can't screw it up. So,
Deb Lacey wants to know, on your towels, what do you use for the backing?
I use little felt circles. I have those on my Amazon shop as well. You get a big roll of them. They're very thin, but they do protect to slide. But the price is great. So check that out. I'm going to start with, why is this out here? Oh, you used it. Never mind.
Right where it says, looks like a box of crayons.
Almost. Wouldn't that be cool to do all the colors in a 64 pack? So I'm going to put a little bit of black in the bottom because I want to start with a metallic.
Sounds like a Nate challenge.
What, a 64 pack of crayons?
Use all the colors in a 64 pack of crayons.
You have to do a little mixing too to get some of the colors.
Carla Randall wants to know, do you use mostly 12 ounce or 16 ounce squeeze bottles?
These are 12 and these are 16. So your black and white work great in 16 and then 12 for your colors. Because you want to make sure that after you refill them a couple times, you're going to have to wash them eventually.
Or your significant other's going to have to wash them.
Or I send Ellen out to the driveway with a bucket full of stuff that needs to be washed. He's got to earn his keep around here. So that's the Naples yellow.
It's easier to stay with one consistent size, though, when you're mixing your paints, don't you think?
Yeah. I'm very comfortable with the 12 ounce because when you're mixing a cup of paint, let's say this size, you're not going to run into a problem with extra paint left over.
Monica wants to know, what are these colors again?
We did the gold, the Van Dyke brown, the yellow ochre, and the Naples yellow. And now we're going to add
Diane wants to know what
Worn Penny. Lucas.
And the Naples yellow.
Naples yellow is Artist Loft. That's going to be a hard one for me to give up. So I'm going to have to make my own Naples yellow. Because I'm going to try to be exclusive with Jerry. So we had our orange.
Says, stop using black then.
Soho Cat Orange Deep. Stop using black white. I'm going to add some crimson.
Sure.
And some Lucas Terracotta. Lucas acrylic paints do not go on sale a lot. So when they're on sale, that's the time to buy them. But right now they're like, I want to say $7.89 a bottle. And it's only 250 mil. So when you can get the big jar of Soho, the 500 mil for $6, you're going to definitely go with Soho. I want to add a little white. What do you want, Al?
Laura wants to know, how often do you have to mix paints?
every week. If you could have seen this table before I turned the camera on, you would have been like, somebody didn't do their job today. But I would have gotten it done if I wouldn't have talked to Nate all day. I love blaming it on Nate.
Reefler says, have them make your Naples yellow and name it after you.
Yeah. Well, it was so funny because I had reached out to them before and no one ever contacted me back. And I called the number on the Soho tube and then was put with him, and I already knew his name because that's why I just assumed he wasn't going to email me back. But I was surprised.
Bright Blue Eyes wants to know, how big are the actual bottles of paint you use before you mix with Floetrol, glue, and water?
I don't use bottles. I use, give me a tube. No, Soho. Right in front of you. So this is the 250 mil of the Soho. This is the 75 mil. And then they have a big container. No, they're over on the bookcase. So if you hit the sale just right, you can get this size for $6. That's a lot of paint. It's 500 mil. So what you want is maybe 1.5 spoonfuls of this to make a bottle of paint. So $6, right? Craft paint's what, $1.99? And you need 2.5 bottles to make a bottle that big? Why bother? Invest in the good stuff, guys. I know, it sounds expensive, but in the long run, if you just buy one or two here and there and build up your collection, you'd be amazed how fast you have all those colors. And I don't have them all. I only buy what I use.
That's right. 109 bottles here.
Well, that's not all of them, though. I do have a lot of craft paint. I have the metallics. I love the metallics in the craft paint because you can't find it in the tubes. I can mix the iridescent medium from Artist Loft and try to make a pearl version, but it's just not the same.
Maria says, golden carries the Naples yellow.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Golden is also going to be coming out with a pouring medium that is going to be similar to Floetrol and less dangerous. So watch for that, guys, if you're using Golden.
There's a rumor
going around about Floetrol. Well, I wouldn't even say it's a rumor because I'm starting to believe it. That when you torch it and heat it up, that's what is causing my cough. So I've had a few people tell me that.
Nothing confirmed.
Nothing confirmed. No, it's just like a rumor. So we'll see. All right, so I'm just going to start pouring. We're going to have a lot of color on this canvas.
And the camera's going wonky.
It's because my hand was going.
Ramona wants to know what size canvas?
10 by 20 gallery wrap. So that's why I mixed up an extra cup of paint, but I probably won't need it all. You always want to add an ounce for each side on a gallery wrap.
I think Laura answered the question about black too. She says, use more colors and stop using so much black. But black actually accentuates the colors a lot.
It's a contrast. Every artist has their own thing. I try not, I watch people and I think, oh, no, 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 don't do that. But then when the result comes out and I'm like, well, that looks pretty good. So I've learned to zip it and not comment before the video, before I watch the whole video. Because some people just jump right in and start leaving comments and they're like, oh, never mind. I get those all the time. I should have watched the whole thing before I commented. But
how many times have you told me, what are you doing?
I know. And then I'm like, oh, Ellen, that's so pretty. So yeah, you saw me do it with him. So we all do it, guys. I don't hold it against anybody because we all do it.
Catherine says, looks like the painted desert at sunset. And Mary Ellen says, Sherwin-Williams came out with their own products that it's supposed to be like Control. She bought a container but hasn't tried it yet.
Well, here's the other thing I heard. Someone posted that Home Depot didn't have Floetrol anymore. That they're not going to get it anymore. So that's kind of leading me to believe that maybe there's some truth to this dangerous when you heat it up thing.
Yeah, Lowe's does have it, Kathy.
Lowe's still has it, yeah. But are they going to follow suit? Are they going to say, well, we're not going to carry it either?
Diane says, this is true. I talked to Home Depot and they are no longer carrying it.
Yep. So it makes me a little nervous for everybody that's, not having any luck without it.
Now we got somebody else undercover that says they have no plans of canceling it.
Well, we won't know until we go to buy our next big batch. Because they only ever have, 2 out there maybe?
Maria, that's a good question, Maria. What are we going to use then?
Just glue. Or you can buy a pouring medium from Liquitex or whoever and learn to do it with a pouring medium. But I use glue. So I started out just using glue and added the Floetrol so I could get more paint in the bottle. But I don't see I don't understand this hubbub, I always call it, about Floetrol. I think it's the viscosities of the paint, the opacity paint, because when you lay one color over another, like how the white sinks because it's so heavy, it takes a lot of pigment to make white, which makes it heavy. Same with black. They like to sink. When they sink, the other colors come up. There's your cells. Gina DeLuca does a lot of trial and error to prove things right or wrong, and I back her. I watch her channel. It's good to experiment, and we try to do it for you guys so you don't waste your time. I mean, if we're going to tell you this isn't going to work and you do it and you say, well, that didn't work, well, then you wasted your paint because we already told you that. But a lot of people like to prove our theories wrong, and that's all part of having fun while you're painting. And if you can see what I'm doing right now, torching, I am not standing over this painting. I am leaning back and not inhaling those fumes. So
everybody's saying that's gorgeous.
It is pretty. I should have stuck some of that cobalt blue hue in there, but I did use the iridescent, and that will be sparkly tomorrow. So let me get that edge.
Painted desert. Monica said, it's amazing how you can make 12 colors all in one painting. Looks so nice.
I like to place color where it's needed. And then when you're running off, like if you get a big pile of green, you can push that off. I've been doing it long enough that I have good ones and bad ones. You learn from your mistakes, and then let's try something different.
Okay. Elizabeth wants to know. She says she has 8-ounce bottles. Wondering how much paint, Floetrol water do you put in?
8
She's
ounces.
Craft acrylic paint.
I would do craft acrylics. Okay, 1 bottle of craft paint, 1 bottle of glue. Same, 2 ounces. So 4, and 2 ounces of Floetrol. So it's equal parts.
Shelly wants to know, what is the color running down the middle? The blue.
That's that Prussian blue that I mix with the iridescent medium from Artist Loft. That'll be all sparkly. Oh God, that camera's horrible. It'll be all sparkly when it dries. And it's running in a little bit here and over in here as well.
Board says, what about using a mask?
You can.
Maria says, just wear a mask to be safe.
Yeah, and you should be protecting yourself. And I do have that little disclaimer in my down below in the description. That, wear a mask to be safe. If I'm going to be painting a lot of paintings and I'm not filming, I'm wearing a mask. But not just a mask, it has to be a respirator.
Okay. Maria says, she says, gorgeous. She says, you really know your color combinations. She says, we need a lesson on the color wheel.
Yeah, look what I got, guys. I got a color wheel. That's going to be coming up soon. The coconut milk video is going to be this week.
Nate has one on his website.
Nate does have a color wheel video on his channel. Check that out. And what else are we doing this week, Welch?
I don't know. Jeannie just joined us. She's sorry she's late. Oh, she missed out too. Carol says, look at those skins.
They're muddy. I'm not even going to pull because they're everywhere. It's got the green mud in it. I could mix all this paint up and make a color to use to paint again with, but I'm not going to because it's not pretty. I can show you what it would look like though.
Now I could make some jewelry out of that.
Oh, okay. Is Valerie here? Valerie Smith?
I don't remember seeing her.
Valerie Smith sent me some resin skin. That is absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to try to make some jewelry with it, which I have not tried yet. So,
Laura's what says, is there a smell when you torch it? It'd be a faint.
I don't think it's a Floetrol smell. I think it's more of the paint.
The acrylic.
Like when you mix metallic paints, they have a distinct odor to them. It's the metal in them. So if you put a metallic in your paintings, that's probably what you're going to smell when you heat up the paint. There's nowhere on the internet that tells you that burning acrylic paint is safe for you because it's not. So it's not just the Floetrol that you have to worry about. It's also if you burn your paint. That's why we say hold the torch 6 inches above your canvas. You just want to warm that paint just enough so the silicone will rise. Because when you warm the paint, it opens up and the silicone rises to the top. That's what creates your cells. So is everybody ready for a resin lesson now? We are going to finish cleaning the painting that we started. And then we are going to put 1 coat of resin on it.
Betty Miller says she uses a Vallejo pouring medium from Blick.
Yep. But here's the thing. Is there a safety sheet on that? See, I'm flipping the pad upside down because I want to catch that powder.
Everybody's saying, yay, resin.
Where did I set it?
What?
That painting that had the baby powder. Oh, here it is. I was like, where'd it go? All right, so you guys are going to get to see how we clean the baby powder off and clean with alcohol.
Okay, and Jennifer just just posted a little message, says, according to the MSDS for Floetrol, when heated, it can and does release carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons that you want to be doing that in a ventilated.
Yes, and you guys always hear our vent behind us, but today it's cold and we had it on heat today, and it needs to be drained because it's kind of a dehumidifier too. So we did not drain it before we started filming, and that's why it's not running tonight. But I've already been speaking with my handyman Dan about putting a ventilation exhaust fan here right by my table to go outside. But that'll be done in the spring. What's that? Floetrol glue. So I'm going to rub the rest of that baby powder out.
And for those of you who have just joined us,
We had put this on at the beginning of the show to suck up that silicone, because this painting will look so much better with resin than it would varnish. And this is a birch board. So when you pour on a birch board, you're going to get a little mound in the middle where it raises.
Nate said he's back. Sorry, he had an emergency.
Emergency.
Hopefully everything's okay,
He
Nate.
probably had to go potty.
Monica wants to know, did the cough drops give you relief?
They did, yes. But I also found out that my cough has been a lot of allergy related, post-nasal drip type cough. My friend Sharon has the exact same thing, and she just got out of the doctor's office Friday. And when she was coughing with me Saturday, I'm like, oh, that's the same cough I have. She says, yeah, that's post-nasal drip. So I quit taking my Zyrtec to see if that's going to stop it a little bit.
Tigers 5 wants to know, if you don't use silicone, you still need to clean before brushing.
I would still wipe it with alcohol. So I got most of that off. I'm really not going to need to use the brush. But if you still have baby powder, you can use the brush. Then you can wipe with the microfiber cloth to get the rest of it off. But you want to make sure you get all that baby powder off your edges. So then you're going to take another microfiber cloth, and we're going to wet that with alcohol, 91%. You want to get it pretty wet because you don't want to have to go back over this because your paint does get tacky. So I'm going to go ahead and get my sides first. And I'm just taking that lightly because you will pull a tiny bit of paint. And you want to just make sure you rub those silicone areas really well. And that's all you should have to do. You can let this dry and give it another alcohol wipe if you have a lot of silicone, a lot of cells, and you might see some more shiny spots. But when I put that alcohol on there, let's see if I can show you. If I don't see anything, now that's wet, so don't pay attention to that, but where the cells are at, if I don't see anything shiny, I'm good to go. So I'm going to hit that real quick with my hair dryer just to get it dry.
As like Kathy said, she can no longer take lisinopril because the coughing got so
Oh,
bad.
yeah. Remember when I was taking it? Yeah. And you will notice, too, that alcohol will leave a haze on your painting, but that's okay. The resin will fix that, and so will your varnish. So you don't need to try to wipe it off with water. And make sure you're gloved so you're not putting the oils from your hands back on the painting.
I'm glad you mentioned it because I was just going to say something about that.
Well, look at you being all smart. Do you want to grab me the stone coat in the back? That's already open. There should be, oh, maybe they're in the front. I'm sorry. Okay. So this is a 12 by 12 birch board. It's not a deep one. So we're going to need about I would say 4 ounces. It's 3 ounces per square foot on your resin. I need that.
How many sets of gloves are you going to put on?
I'm gonna put 3 gloves on my left hand, on my right hand, and 2 on my left.
Marie says, you sure go through a lot of pads, Christina.
I do. Doing art's not cheap. That's what we use our donations for, to buy our supplies.
Hope everything's okay, Nate. Keep us informed.
He'll probably call me later. Okay, so since I don't need a lot of resin, I can just use 2 small cups to mix. And when you're buying cups, try to find the ones with the ridges so that you can measure that way. So I know that these are 5 ounces, so I'm just going to fill them halfway. The resin part A is very thick. So I'm going to show you a little trick with this too.
This is too much. Sorry, everyone was on the phone. Too much to type at this moment.
There are 0 VOCs in the Stone Coat Art Coat, so you have no smell. So it's easy on the lungs. Part B is a little thinner, so be careful when you're pouring that you don't get too much. I'll get that poured. The hardener does have a little odor to it, but it's not anything that's not bearable. So I'm pretty even. Yeah, maybe just a smidge back. I'm always picky about making sure I'm equal. Okay. So because this cup is small enough, I can probably dump the thicker part A into the B.
May I take these away?
Yeah, you can take those. Thank you. So if you haven't ordered Stone Coat, we do have the code below. You'll get $30 off an $80 order by using the code CWA, all in caps, at checkout. So let's say you're going to get the half-gallon kit like I just had out here. You would pick 2 metallic powders or a base tint or something to go with it. And what it comes out to is you're getting those metallics for free with the discount. So that's your chance to try their metallic powders. Are awesome. They're beautiful. The blue Crater Lake is just gorgeous.
Linda Presnell said ATD tested a new resin from JR tonight.
Oh, from Just Resin.
And Marcy has joined us.
Hey, Mars.
Hello, Marcy.
We're just doing a resin coating for our final piece tonight. We are poured out.
Now, your working time with this is what?
45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Pot time, you want to be careful. Anything higher than a few inches, your resin will warm up on you. So if you're going to coat 4 or 5 paintings, don't mix up more than a cup of each. So you have 2 cups and work quickly.
Mary, thank you for joining. Sorry, your battery is going out.
Okay, so now that I have that pretty much incorporated, I'm going to move it to another cup so that I don't have any residual resin stuck to the sides that will cause a sticky spot in my coating.
Catherine Poole says she's not patient or fast enough, depending on...
So you mix up 3 or 4 ounces for a square foot. So if your painting is 10 by 20, because most 10 by 20s are gallery wraps. I'm also going to throw this stick aside and get myself a clean one. So now I know that I don't have any of that resin stuck to the sides of this cup, and I'm already mixed in. So I'll stir this for about another minute, and we'll be ready to apply this to the painting.
I'm just curious how many people here actually have used the Stone Coat.
Yeah, most of them tell me if they've gotten the Stone Coat. I get a lot of questions on how much to mix up for so many paintings. Facebook has been a godsend for me with y'all because, you know, you can send me questions through there and I get the notifications right away. Sometimes I miss things on YouTube because I'll leave a reply and then I don't get the notification that you answered that reply and had another question. So I'm sorry if I don't catch it.
Let's see. Bonsai Kathy says she has it and loves it. Kendra loves Stone Coat. Melissa says she loves Stone Coat. Ramona wants to order it. Jeannie says she hasn't used it yet. Jeannie, what are you waiting for?
Money, probably. Right, Jeannie?
Elizabeth says not yet for Stone Coat. April says trying to work up my nerve to try her Stone Coat.
So I'm just going to spread it with my hands here to get it covered, and then I'll apply another thin coat over the top of that.
And Undercover says he has no clue what you're doing.
We are putting a resin coat on a painting.
Kathy wants to know, was this painting done in a video?
This is one we did, was it 3 weeks ago on Monday Night Live? I believe it was the first pour that we did.
No, Jeannie says she's got a gallon of it. And Nate's back. Welcome back, Nate. Hope everything's okay. Betty Miller's using Stone Coat art resin and loves it.
So I'm getting my sides nice and smooth. So when I pour that next little bit on top of this.
Okay, Ramona wants to know, how thick do you put the resin on?
You want it about 1/8 of an inch on the first go. You want to just make sure that you're covered. And then I like to give that just a little torch before I put that little bit more on. And hopefully I can get away with one coat, being this is a birch board. Now on a canvas, you want to keep it as thin as possible.
I'm getting a couple comments about fuzzy screen. Pictures all fuzzy.
You guys check your little wheel there below. I don't know if it's on this side or on this side, but you can adjust it so that you're at 720 or auto, and it will refocus itself for you.
Thank you for your support, Marcy. Marcy's done a lot with Stone Coat resins.
Marcy's got a beautiful painting on Etsy right now that I'm sitting on my hands. I'm sitting on my hands, Mars. I'm working on an artist gallery wall in my house. I'm just collecting right now. I have not put anything on the walls yet because I'm still looking for that centerpiece. But I have one from Kendra, and I have Jeff and Erica, one from each of them. And who else do I have? I have a couple more. Oh my goodness, my mind is blank.
Bright Blue Eyes wants to know, she said she's doing a tabletop using countertop resin and was wondering if she could use it on paintings.
Yep, you can. I started out with the countertop epoxy and then started using it on my tiles, and then Mike graciously started me with this stuff. So yeah, you can use it. It's not going to hurt any. It gets a little harder than the art coat too.
Tammy's says she's all new to this and is trying to learn as much as possible before trying her first project. She's getting excited. Can't wait to try it. Where can I find the prices for the products?
Check my Amazon shop first to see if there's anything there that you need to get started. I do have the tutorial on supplies needed to get started, so that's in my playlist. And then you can start on Amazon and get what you need. And then for other things, you can email me. I can give you more links to other products. Invest in a good pair of tweezers, guys. These are like really super pointy, and they take every tiny little fuzzy out of there. I only saw the one. So the rest are bubbles.
So those fuzzies, where are they coming from?
Huh?
The fuzzies.
Just the air. And you know what else is cool? If you spray your area from the ceiling down with water before you start to resin, it'll knock all the dust down.
And you want to do that before you resin?
Yeah, before you resin. Okay, so I'm popping the last of the air bubbles.
Red Blue Eye says, you are so informative. The board wants to see it close.
I'm going to lift it. I still got some air bubbles in there that I'm going to hit it again, but I'm going to let it set for a few minutes before I hit it again. But look at the shine on that. You can see my microphone.
You can see your reflection.
That's my camera. So, but can you see none of the silicone is separating the resin because it was cleaned properly. So remember that, guys.
It adds depth to the painting.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to resin this one, because the painting itself was so dark that the varnish would not have done this with the painting.
Okay, Tracy wants to know, do you cover it as it dries?
I have a bun rack like bakeries use to let their dough rise, and it has a cover. So this will go right in the bun rack. But I'm going to be letting this sit here before while we talk to y'all. And it will get torched one more time to make sure I get every tiny little fuzzy and air bubble out of there.
Now, if you have any problems with as it dries, you can always add a second.
Yes. Let's say that when you take this out from under your cardboard or your little container that you're going to put over it, and you see bubbles and dust, grab your 220 sandpaper after about 16 hours, sand it down, wipe it off with alcohol, and give it another coat. Same process as we just did.
Carol just says, thank you for showing the resin pour tonight.
So hopefully, I don't really want to do resin pours on our Monday Night Lives because they take so long. So I'm going to really try to get you guys one video every week showing how to layer different tints and mica powders over each other to get cells, and just doing some fun stuff. I waited forever to get my MDF cut, and now it's all cut, so I just have to prime some and see the bubbles starting to come up. So we'll let that set a little bit. So if you guys have any more questions, let's do it now. We're going to hang.
Says, I've heard you can put silicone in your resin so it won't pit biff.
Yeah, you want to be careful. You don't want to use more than one drop, and make sure you stir it in really well. If you get those pits where it separates off where the silicone was, that usually fixes it, but you can still get dimpling, and you may need to put another clear coat over top of that. So you're going to end up with 3 coats of resin. Sometimes you can clean a painting 4 times and you're still going to have that. Some silicone is just really resistant, and it all depends how much you use. 1 drop for every 2 ounces of paint is plenty. It's all on layering your colors together that cause the extra cells. So think of that when you're doing that.
Marilyn Lynch, no, we answered. Okay, Laurel wants to know, what are the 2 products you use and where to get them, please? That's the Stone Coat resin. The
Stone Coat Art Coat resin. The link is below in the description box of this video. The code is also there for you to get $30 off an $80 order. So you want to make sure you get the Art Coat resin. And
make sure you use your code.
The code is CWA, all in
checkout.
caps, at checkout. So make sure you have everything in your cart before you add the code. And if it doesn't work, don't be afraid to call Stone Coat. The phone number is on their website. They will make sure that they get that code put through for you.
Okay, Elizabeth says, I'm fairly new to this, so I'm watching a lot of talented artists. I've noticed some use white house paint to flood their canvas. Is this okay to do? And once you put the medium and water in it. Now, you don't use water.
I do on the base coat.
On the base coat.
Yep. You can use house paint as your base coat. It's usually half and half paint, half Floetrol. water to get it to the consistency of melted ice cream. You want to be very careful now that the temperatures are changing. You may get some cracking. That's why you want to be really careful with the water as well. Don't get it too thin. The more you water down paint, you're breaking down the binder. Once you break down that binder, your paint's going to start to crack.
Okay, and it's important to do it at a temperature of.
I would say make sure your
70
paintings
to
are in
80.
70. Yeah, around 70 degrees,
Okay.
68, 70.
And Mary Ellen's got a question. Do you use the same technique with polyacrylic?
No, I brushed that on. Maybe we can do that on next Monday. Well, actually, next Monday's our Halloween show. So we'll do that on a Monday night. I'll show you. I'll do the first coat when we start and then do a second coat at the end. So you can see how all 3 coats are put on.
Okay. We've got a lot of people leaving us. Good night,
Yep,
Kathy.
it's 11 o'clock and Marcy's probably going live. So thank you so much, guys, for the donations tonight. There's still time to donate for our giveaway on November 1st. You can use the PayPal link below or the super chat right here. And join us for that drawing on November 1st.
Violetta wants to know, have you used DecoArt pouring medium?
I have tried it. They did send me a package to try. I did like it. However, I did not like their pouring top coat. So glue and water, Floetrol, it's the same thing. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all on the next one.
Good night.
Bye now.